Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Hello, everybody, and thank you for being here, for joining me, and for bringing your presence into this space. I always appreciate the effort that everybody makes just to come in and just hold the space with me and then just bring this lovely collective energy in. And that's what we're always doing. We're bringing our connective, beautiful collective energy into the spaces. So what am I doing today? I'm going to take you on a little journey. And this little journey that we're going to do is going to be very helpful in releasing cords of pain and misery and suffering, and all these ideas that we have that are really causing an enormous amount of distortion in our energy system and in our awareness. So what we want to do is find a quick way to be able to stop ourselves in our tracks and then just reconnect, reassess, and then reprogram almost our being to move forward in a whole new way. And this little program, which I called Elevate, is a program that I got as a download I think it was about 2 years ago. And I did share it with some of you, and I have been sharing it with some of you in the therapy sessions. But I just felt like now I can just send it out in a bigger way, in a bigger format, and that more people can have access to it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go through the PowerPoint so that I keep on target with what I want to bring to you, but also to let you see that there are 6 steps, and we're going to take each one, and we're going to be in the process. So this is a guided meditation time, but it's a meditation that is more in a meditative state of bringing yourself to wellness. If you want to have a little book or a journal or something like that, make sure you've got something nearby where you can jot some things down. And then this recording will be available for you to do it again if you want to. And you can continue to work with it and to start releasing these codes, these cords, and these imprints of pain and suffering that are slowing us down. We cannot be slowed down anymore. So I'm going to go ahead now and connect us to our PowerPoint. My name is Joy Truscott. For those of you who know me, thank you for knowing me. And for those who are new to this is my absolute passion. I work with energy alignment, and the energy of transformation. And it's really important to me to be bringing this. I feel urged and compelled to do it. So I do it with all my heart and all my soul. And I do it with every breath and heartbeat that I have. So let's go in this together, and we'll just enjoy this little journey. It'll be probably a little bit more than almost like 3/4 of an hour. So if you need to hop off in between, you just do that. Stay hydrated and let us begin. All right, my darlings. So here we're going to go into the sweet little process. We're going to work through step by step. We're going to begin to understand what it is that we are seeing in our energy field and how we are managing with the pain and the stresses that we are feeling as we're going. The first thing we want to do, just where we are right now, is we want to just ask us this question: am I ready to release pain and suffering? It seems like a really stupid question to ask, doesn't it? When we think about, none of us really love pain and suffering, but there is a part of us that does love it. So ask that part of you, am I ready to release pain and suffering? And take a breath into that and feel what that feels like in you, and honor it for a moment. Just settle down into it. And find a truth in that for you. And as you connect into that truth, feel like you are aligning a center core now, a center core line or center core light that is helping you to understand that there is a part of you that is seeking release from pain and suffering. And as we settle down, let's take a deep breath in. Close your eyes for a minute and then breathe out and just drop your shoulders. Come into this moment. Thank yourself for being here. And let everything that is around you just go away for a little while. And imagine that you are creating a sacred part, a sanctuary for just you right now. To feel well and connected and healthy and strong and loved. And see this as a sanctuary. And then whatever intention you'd like to open into your awareness, do that now. What is it that you would like to let go of? And hold that in your thought and hold that in your heart. If you can right now, bring to mind what it is that you would really like to release. What is this little tangly mess that has been begging you to release it? Does it have a name or a texture or feeling? Does it relate to an experience that you've had? What is it? And in some way identify it clearly in your mind. If you're writing it down, draw pictures if that helps you. But really get what the feeling is of this. And then ask yourself, how am I honoring me by holding this? And how would I like to honor me? You don't have to find an answer for all these questions, but once we start to activate a questioning within our being, and these questions seek resolution. So even if right now you do not have an answer for them, just pose them to yourself anyway. And then ask your inner being, what are my old patterns? We don't have to worry about identifying them because patterns are so embedded in us that we barely recognize them. But just ask the question anyway. And what are the cords of pain that are keeping me from showing up? And think about these as restrictions. Now, if you will, take one stream of this pain or one cord of what this thing is that you would love to release. Pay attention to it and hold it in your awareness. And imagine that right now you are going to sit down and stop looking at and holding it and carrying it forward. You're going to sit down with it. And in your mind's eye, picture yourself sitting down. I'm not carrying this another step. And feel this commitment in your mind and body as you visualize yourself sitting down. Perhaps there's a rock on this pathway of life, and you're tired and you're weary and you just do not want to continue suffering and carrying this cord, this program. And so you sit down and you begin to consider you. How am I right now? And we feel that experience to whatever degree you feel comfortable to feel it. And now begin to listen to your thoughts. Where do your thoughts about yourself go to? Do they go to blame and shame and disregarding? Do they go to guilt and hate? Where do your thoughts go to? And notice how your body holds those. Where are you in your body when these thoughts come in? And if you see yourself sitting on this rock and your tummy is aching, imagine that you just fold your arms around your middle and you just rock yourself gently, feeling the ache, feeling the hardship, like a child would sit down and cry and pull its knees up to its chest and just rock itself there. And imagine you can do that now. we want to become very clear about what it is that we are experiencing here. In this moment, our entire being will be trying to find ways to distract us, to detach away from this realization, to make us get busy or get a headache or pain in our back or neck. And notice that too. And allow yourself to do nothing about it. To simply be willing to be with what is. Just sit down with the pain and get absolutely clear about it. And now you ask yourself, what is the opposite of this pain that I am holding? And if you are feeling rage, anger, hatred, what would the exact opposite of that be for you? What do you know? Because you understand hate, rage, or anger, fury, guilt, judgment, shame, blame. Because you feel neglected, unseen, unheard, not valued, disregarded, ashamed. What is the exact opposite of that thing? Make sure you identify this really well. And now, listen to the longing in that little sound that says, I search for harmony, I search for inner peace, I search for love. Listen to the longing inside of that and feel where it comes from. Is it coming from your head or is it coming from your heart? What is it that I desire? Ask that to your being. And when we know what it is that we are seeking with all our heart and all our soul, we begin to activate the mind-body through our breath to experience expansion and contraction. So where you are right now, holding these two different ideas, that which is causing you pain and that which you seek with all your heart and all your soul. And imagine they are two beautiful energies either side of each other. And you are the one right between. And you are the one holding them both. We take a deep breath in now. Allow yourself to go deeply into this breath. We want to experience in this mind and body the capability that we have to release and let go. And we want to code this in to the way this body can breathe. In your next in-breath, as you draw the breath into your body, let your beautiful tummy open and your ribs open to receive this breath of life. Breathe in deeply, consciously, and fully. When you get to the top of the breath, wait, mark the fullness, and then begin to breathe out. Belly sinks down towards the spine, ribs come together like two hands either side of a ball, squeezing at the center. Squeeze out that last little bit of air. Wait there. And then open up the breath again and begin to breathe in. And begin to expand this beautiful energy of life force into your being, and notice how you are welcoming it in, because it is life force energy and it is giving you life. expand fully into it, draw to the top of your crown and wait there and relish the fullness and abundance of it. And when you are ready, begin the out breath once again. And feel how you are contracting your whole body as you are pressing towards your center, your diaphragm, squeezing up and pushing out that last little bit of air. And when you get to the end this time, wait there. Wait until your whole being says, please, I need breath, I choose life. And when you're ready to choose it, drop the tightness, the contraction, and let the stream of life flow in. And notice now that there is nothing you had to do except drop the tightness. This breath of life is here, and it is always here. It is here in abundance, and you can reach it anywhere at any time. And you can give to you as much as you desire. Desire much. Desire greatness, fullness, abundance, happiness. We are encoding into this beautiful being our ability to hold two different ideas, thoughts, and energies. The energy of contraction, releasing and letting go. And the energy of expansion and open and possibility. And as we are entertaining both of these, we are the one right between the two thoughts, the two feelings, and the two sets of ideas, the pain and the healing, and what it is that we absolutely desire. Our heart is always calling for our healing, for our connection towards our higher self, to the release of pain and suffering, to the expansion and the abundance, the fulfillment and the energy of thriving. It is always asking us for it. And when we stop playing in our roles and games, we stop performing, we simply feel this possibility in our being. Even if you only feel it for 5 minutes in a day, you feeling this is a light in a dark space. Your little light in that 5 minutes expands the energy of potential and possibility. It opens up this entire field to something else. It is the greatest gift that we can give, not just ourselves, but to all life. Feel the energy, the expansive energy of peace, love, gratitude, harmony, kindness, compassion, tolerance, authenticity. Whatever else comes to mind for you, feel how delightful that energy is in contrast to the one that you have been lugging around. Nobody told us that we could let them go. And we all desire to let it go, but no one told us we could. Tell yourself now, yes, I can. I don't have to carry this. I am the creator of this existence that I am choosing to be in. And so I'm choosing. And I know exactly what to choose. Because this contrast that has been revealing itself to me is showing me, pointing me in such an absolute certain way to what it is that I am to look and steer my life towards. And you feel the peace of that. Feel the calmness of that. And you take a breath. And you imagine now that you decide to get off that little rock where you've been sitting and holding your pain. And stand up and visualize yourself now. You've been taking this journey and you sat down. You considered all of this that we have been holding in our awareness. And now you stand up. and feel the strength in standing, how purposeful it is. But I'm not moving yet, just standing up, anchoring myself into this earth, acknowledging that I am here upon this earth, in this body, in this life, in this way, having these experiences, and feel the solidness of that. Feel the strength of your masculine and feminine side of your bodies, your beautiful being, masculine on the right, feminine on the left. Feel the balance of yourself. Feel the determination in your soul. And the decision that when I take this next step, it's going to make my entire life different. And then I choose to take another step. And then the next step, and then the next. And I notice that I'm meandering along. And there is a little bit of an empty space here. Because for a little while we have to assimilate ourselves in a new path. So we start to do that. And we see ahead of us a really big mountain, really tall. We make up our mind that we're going to climb to the very top of it. With our strength, our determination, and our courage, with our stubbornness and our determination, whatever it takes, I'm going to climb this mountain. I don't care if I have to crawl up it, I am going to get to the top of this mountain. Because I want to see the view here. I really want to see the view. I really want to elevate my perspective. And so you do. You begin to climb and you begin to pull yourself up. In some places, the ledge is so narrow that you could fall, but you don't. Because some magical way, a finger grip opens up and you hold on in just the right moment. Even though your feet are not stable, your hands are stabilizing you. And you find the next little ledge and you're breathing hard, but you are determined, will not give up. And you go on. And you reach the top of this amazing mountain. And for a little while you turn around and look at what it is that you have climbed. It is remarkable what you have done. Look how dangerous some of those passages were. Barely a pathway to be seen, and yet you found your way. How remarkable are you? And so you stand here breathing heavily, but seeing the view. Oh my word, seeing the view. You can see for miles. The perspective opens up in all directions, 360 degrees, breathtaking abundance and flow and beauty. The energy of elevation, elated to have got to this elevation, and feel that within you, the achievement, the great accomplishment. And feel that now in your being. And think about, if I could leave a legacy, if I could leave some mark upon this mountain that says, you can, it's possible, what would that be? What would this note be for the climbers to come behind me? What message of hope and knowing and understanding would I leave here? And imagine if that message could be your legacy. That you could, in this great gift that you are willing to leave here as a note of your life, that this is your legacy. That even though there was hardship and pain and struggling, even though, you found a way. And you place within you a little seed, a seed that says, I know, and I can, and I understand. And you hold this possibility in your heart and in your soul. And you hold the possibility of the idea that I am a legacy in creation. And what it is that I have known and what I've endured and suffered and struggled to know. And what my heart desires, the code of the contrast. This is my legacy. Not one step do I understand now that of my hardship, that of my suffering has been in vain. It is so that we can choose again. But we have to know what it is that we want to choose. And that is the seed of intention, the seed of life, the seed of the new beginning. What do I know that I can hold as my legacy? And you feel the vibration within your being of anticipation, delight, enormous delight. Something else is coming in. Something else is possible. It's almost breathtaking. As breathtaking as the view, the endless vista. And in this moment, you understand something really important. That every single person who came to your life and into your space, everyone who came in and brought you the message of pain, hardship, struggle, activated a deep desire in your soul. It awakened a deep memory, a memory of what it is that we had before and what we know we desire and call for and long for. It activates the connection to the divine. And so is it possible for me to understand that those people who came in and played these difficult roles of a messenger in my life, who tapped upon my door and then banged upon my door and then probably smashed my door down, that these were activating a gift that I was holding, and it could not be activated until I was ready to see it, choose it, and understand it for the depth of what it is that is possible. And if I can see this now, and I can summons that beautiful energy of grace, compassion, and I can see every messenger who ever came upon my path as a messenger to choose life, nudging me to choose life, nudging me to grow up, to grow into who I truly am, nudging me to move forward, nudging me out of my complacency, my patterns, my habits. And is it possible that we can understand that it is that reflection that they offered us that was the gift, and without them there, we would not be here. We would not have chosen to climb up this incredible mountain all on our own, no one pulling us and pushing us, just on our own, tapping into our own amazing courage, fortitude, strength, beauty. Is it possible that the messenger in our life has been reflecting this contrast to me so that I will know in the highest way of knowing? And if this is true to me, could I see the messengers in my life in a whole new way? Is it possible that I could forgive them, that I could release them, and that I could let this go? Could I possibly see it in the way of a greatness, a kindness? Could I see it away from the frame of reference of me as a small, little, downtrodden human being? Could I take it out of the self-pity that we easily go into? And could I just say, thank goodness for them, because without them, I would never have got to this point. And could I feel forgiveness to them and towards them? And could I even summons up the energy of gratitude? That I'm grateful for what it is that they have awakened me to, and thereby grateful for their role in my life. So I sit down again on top of this amazing rock, a strong structure, on top of this incredible mountain. And I feel the energy of this within my soul. I feel the strength and the holding, formidable energy. And as I hold this energy with love in my heart, I imagine that I take the seed that I've planted within me, the seed of a new beginning, the legacy of a new life. And I imagine that I drop it right through my being and into the earth, planting it here, seeding it into the earth. And what would the seed that you are planting, what would it be? What would it grow into? And we may never see it in our lifetime. But is it of worth for us to do this for those to come? Would we be so kind to plant a tree for them to have shade, to have life, to have something else? Would we consider this worthy enough to honor everything that is our life and to give in to this existence something that will guide those to come? And you drop this into the earth. And in this moment of the connecting in, it makes sense. There is oneness in all of this. There are no mistakes, and I am certainly not one. I have never been a victim, and I've never been broken. But I have been the courageous experiencer. And for that, I am so grateful for my strength and my courage and my fabulous stubbornness. And you feel that within you strongly, powerfully. And in this moment of oneness, we hold a prayer for all beings, for all life. And we ask, let me be one healthy cell in this body of life. Let me be the one healthy cell that creates life. And the ripple effect that is created by this is absolutely phenomenal. And we see the ripple effect opening up when we drop a drop of water into a still pond. The ripples create without us doing anything. They create because it is the law of life. They create equally in all directions. There are none who are more special or more privileged than the other. We all receive. May the gift that you are planting in be received by all life. In this moment, we drop disparity, duality, polarity. We drop us, them. May this be received by all life. Unconditional energy. We are releasing the cords that bind us in conditions, validations, requirements. The cords that enslave us, entrap us. Oneness is the energy of binding, connecting. And feel that within your soul. The greatest gift I can give is this gift of grace, compassion. This gift that I know because I was willing to feel and because I was willing to heal, and I am a healer, and I'm bringing it in right now. And then ask your being to remember who you are. Remember who you are. This incredible being of light and love with the courage to be, to hold, to awaken, to release, to forgive, to dream in something new. And thank your being for being able to do that. You can dream in something new because the dream has always been in you. You hold this beautiful energy and feel immense compassion and gratitude to your own being and to all those who share your life now. See them in the ripples around you. In the closest ripple, your immediate family. And feel this love that you have for them, this unconditional love, that we could love so deeply these beings that drive us crazy and delight us in every possible way. And we just love them so dearly. And see in the next layer those with whom you work, and into your communities, into our countries, into this earth, and beyond and beyond and beyond. We are holding a signal within us. And this signal is our greatest gift. And every signal that we have ever understood is understood now. Where you are, holding this beautiful space, imagine that you have now meandered all the way down off this very tall mountain. And you create a full circle. And you imagine you can loop right back to the beginning of this meander in the mind. And you see the one who is you, legs pulled up to your chest, aching, crying, sitting on that rock, and feeling broken and heartsore, lost and alone. And imagine that this being that you are now is a beautiful being of light, informed. And this beautiful being of light goes and stands right behind that being. And the one that is sitting there is healed. And the warmth and the kindness that comes towards that one is healed. Like one cell in a body that is in distortion, see it glowing as light and feel the lightness within the being and the readiness to stand up and embrace this journey in a whole new way. And may that gift be yours, in the readiness to embrace this life in a whole new way. As we take this gentle meander and these 6 little steps and hold this now as a consciousness awakening, the greatest gift that you will ever hold for all life. Truly see who you are. And then to your soul, simply say out loud if you can, I am. And feel the power of that. It is beyond words amazing. I am. May this bless you and hold you now. May it guide your path. May it lighten your load. May it bring ease and flow and delight into your life as you begin to seek that now with all your being. Take a deep breath and gently come back to this moment. We feel the energy of those around us. We feel the sweetness of the gathering of the hearts. And in this moment, we truly remember who we are, divine beings of light and love. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, bring yourself more fully and completely back to this time, this place, this moment. Feel this beautiful energy around you, your sacred pond, your chrysalis. And feel now that you can close this energy around you and seal it up, that this now becomes your sacred field within and around you. Wonderful, my treasures. So much love to you. I'm just going to be sending you beams and beams and beams of love as you continue this journey. And if you need any help, please just reach out. I've got masses of resources that are available to you, and you just need to ask for them. All right, my sweetheart. So much love. Thank you for you. Namaste. Many blessings.